Is Ashish this side. So this is a 5 parts study abroad series in which I am going to cover every aspect of study abroad that you need to know before you plan ahead for your study abroad destination. So this is the first part of the series in which I am going to talk about the 10 reasons why you should study abroad. So let's get into that and find out what are the reasons and what actually happens when you study abroad. So first thing is you will become more independent. It is not that if you study in country you do not become independent. Of course, if you go to college or university you become, but whenever you are traveling outside of the country for the first time or even living alone for the first time, studying abroad pushes you to become more independent and more self-sufficient. There are of course challenges that come with this, but it's incredibly rewarding. The students often say studying abroad was a period of huge personal growth for them. So it becomes a personal growth for you, a reason for personal growth and a life-changing reason, of course. Second is you will learn about another culture. The studying abroad exposes you to new people, a new way of life and new culture. Our society is more global than ever, and these experiences will expose you to different type of people that will make you a better employee person and a student and a person overall. Next is that you will stand out to future employers. Now if you think of from Indians perspective, now employment is one of the most important reason why we push for better studies, and of course studying abroad is one of the most important factor for employment or living in that country, right? So you gain valuable skills studying abroad and employers will take notice. You will be a stronger communicator, have better personal skills, gain street smartness that will help you critically no matter which profession you choose, right? Next is you will broaden your education. So you are an archaeology student. This is just for example, studying in a country where you can actually go on site to ancient ruins will be so incredibly valuable. But this is not all. Say you are a tech person, you are doing a technology course or IT course, but you are going US. Now going into the top companies of the world, understanding the top revolutionary technology before it reaches to second or third world countries is an incredible experience in itself. So no matter the field you are in, studying abroad will simply expose you to new paths to pursue your passions or even investigate new ones. The world has so many outstanding universities, so look beyond your current school and then you can explore a lot of universities. And take my thumb rule, you should always explore the top 500 first and go beyond 500 only when you do not get into the top 500, because even if you are a above average Indian student and really look forward, work hard, you will be able to make it in top 500 across the world. You will learn more about yourself. When you remove yourself from an environment you feel comfortable in, you should expect a lot of personal growth to happen. It's not always easy to leave your home city and move a completely new environment, even if it's just a few months, right? So whenever you are going, but then you learn more about yourself, you are able to give more time to yourself. Next is, but stepping outside of your comfort zone can be totally invigorating. Even in the most stressful moments of homesickness, language barriers and dealing with foreign currency, you will learn to rise to the occasion and find out what you are truly made of. Now understand here that one of the most important thing that you will learn is problem solving attitude. The more problems come to you, the more you learn how to take the challenge and solve them. So that is also one part. Then you will gain valuable travel skills. Traveling well is indeed a skill, and it's one that all global citizens should have. Not only will you learn the social norms of a new place, but even figuring out things like what is the public transportation like, and will provide you a valuable life skill. So you become even an efficient traveler. Next is you will expand your network. So I have mentioned earlier also in my videos and I'll mention it again. For me, this becomes one of the most important thing. Expanding your network, having the network in multiple countries, right? Now what happened in studying abroad? When you are going to a university, you will not find students from that country only, but you find students from a lot of countries. There are universities which host students from 100 countries. There are universities which host students from 130 countries. Now imagine having the opportunity to interact with people from 100 countries and making a network in as many countries as possible. They can become your future partners, they can become your future employees, they can become your future co-founders. Anything is possible. Then whether or not you are bonding with someone else from your country who is on the trip with you, or making friends with a local, expanding your network is great for your social life, your career and your own growth. Next is, you will immerse yourself in a new language. Now here I'll tell you one thing. If it is not a new language, even if it is English, that is also crucial. Now understand this. Say, if you are going to an English speaking country, it's good. What will happen? Your English skills will be polished, you will be a frequent speaker and you will be a much better speaker. But if you are going to a country, say France or Germany or say Netherlands, where you have a second language also, or where English is a second language, you have an opportunity to get one more language, learn one more language, and that becomes very important for you. Say, I mentioned in my study in France series that if you are able to learn French, it is one of the most important business language in the world after English. If you are able to learn German, you have the opportunity to live in one of the biggest economy in the world. If you are able to learn Dutch language, you have the opportunity to live in one of the most beautiful country like Netherlands. So language is a very good option, very good opportunity, and during your student age, during your university time, it is always becomes very easy to learn because of being in that environment. So this is also one very important thing. The next is, you will go on new adventures. You don't even need to hike a mountain to go on study abroad adventure, right? So of course, what clearly is that if you are going to a country, it is not just you are always engaged in education, it is not just that you are always engaged in university. You get time, and then that time is to explore the country. All the countries which are target destinations for study abroad, be it Australia, New Zealand, UK, Germany, France, US, Ireland, Netherlands, are some of the most beautiful countries in the world. Some of the most richest countries in the world have their own great experiences for students, great cultures for you to explore. So all in all, it's a memorable time, not just in terms of education, but in the 360-degree overall way. And next is that you will bring all these skills home with you. So you may want to go to study abroad destination to stay back, but even if you come back, you bring a lot of skills which will help you in the home country, and not just you, these are going to help a lot more people. Say, imagine if you are going to study abroad, you come back, you start your own education institute, you are able to improve the education skills, you are able to help in the education in the country. You go to study, come back and start a technology company. You have knowledge, access to people of that country who know much more than this country. You can bring those skills and help here. So there are a lot of possibilities apart from staying back in that country. And even if you have planned to stay back in that country, we are going to discuss that also in further of this series. So this was the 10 reasons to study abroad from my end, the part 1 of this video. In part 2, I'll be telling you about the cost of studying abroad, which is one of the biggest factor for you. Then we'll be talking about the courses, degrees that you can pursue, and then how to decide the right course, because it also becomes a challenge that which course should I opt for. So we are going to talk about 3 of these in next video. Now, I understand that you may have certain queries on study abroad, so I have put in the details and description on how you can contact us. Please like this video, comment, share with your friends. If you have not subscribed yet, then please do subscribe. Also on this channel, I have covered almost every top country which is a target destination, be it Australia, Ireland, Germany, Netherlands, UK, France, US, New Zealand, Canada. all these countries I have a lot of videos, a whole series on each country on this channel. So that is also you should explore to know more about each of the destination and then finalizing your own destination. I'll see you in the part 2 of Study Abroad series. Till then, stay connected.